coming up in this read. That is categorically a secret plan that they haven't taken action on it yet, but it's in the works. They're leaving that situation for good. Taurus, let's do your love reading for January 2023. If love isn't your thing, then you can always check out your lifestyle reading that I released at the start of the month. Please read my description box below and my pinned comment for information that you might need about me, the decks that I'm using, my upload schedule, and the private reading information as well. So to reveal the description box, if you're on mobile, then you just click below where it says more. And do keep in mind that this is general, so you only take what resonates for you, especially if you're cross-watching. So you can flip it, reverse it, take it, or leave it. And finally, if you don't want to miss a video, then subscribe and stay notified. Right, so Taurus, at the moment we've got Venus in Aquarius, okay, which means that experimental relationships are going to be really intriguing, and many people are looking outside of their usual type for friendships and romance, right? Venus in Aquarius is beckoning you to love the unconventional. This is going to be the perfect time to develop more of a friendly approach in spousal relationships to increase intimacy. And specifically for you Taurus and Taurus rising people, then it's asking for you to try not to bring your work home with you, Taurus, okay? If you currently do work at home, then remember to try and have a good work and life balance. Partners or potential partners might feel like they are an afterthought for you due to your focus on needing to catch up with your work. But from the 28th of January onwards, Venus is going to move into Pisces, and that's going to help you to rearrange things easily, okay? Now, you've got yin-yang, recognition, remarkable, and learn. So, yin-yang, that's your internal masculine and feminine energies, okay? Yang is a state of doing and yin is a state of being. So getting that balance between doing and being is literally what we were talking about with the not bringing your work home with you, okay? Needs to be a good balance of being and doing. Recognition. The divine will help you to recognize signs and miracles, remarkable, and learn. Let love show you how to learn from each other. So yeah, this is indicating that there is a strong relationship. It's not always going to be romantic for everybody, but for some, yeah, it absolutely can be. There is a strong relationship that is playing out in this energy, Taurus, and I'm seeing that there is going to be new energy that's being brought into a pre-existing situation or relationship, okay? I don't feel that this is a read for somebody who is single. I don't, because we've got very, very familiar vibe to this particular read. If it is somebody who's new, Taurus, then it's going to be like a soul recognition that you feel with that other person, and thus breeds into that familiarity feeling, okay? It's indicating that you've got a lot to teach each other. And yeah, it is going to be very, very remarkable. It's one of those connections that doesn't come around very often. It could well be a twin flame situation for some of you. It could be, but it doesn't have to be. It's funny because Aries just had this one out as well with the yin yang. There could be a message here about music for some of you with the musical notes. Some of you could be musicians, or you just really love music. You could find that your love for the same music is what's going to bring you two together. So if you are single, then you're going to meet somebody who Asks a lot of questions about music specifically. And it could be unusual type of music as well, which is what makes it remarkable. It's like, oh wow, I never thought I'd meet someone who is into that exact music genre that I was, sort of thing. It feels very vague at the moment, Taurus, I'm not going to lie. Commitment underneath that one. Learn and commitment. Yeah. It feels vague because it feels secretive. It's like I'm trying to pull messages from this, and I'm being met with quite a lot of resistance. It could just be, Taurus, that you could be a very private person, or your person could be a very private person. I'm feeling with this combination that they are going to learn something about you that they didn't realize that you could do, and they think it's absolutely fantastic, or vice versa. Okay, what's going on here, please? How is Taurus's person thinking, feeling, hiding, and what actions will they take towards Taurus, please? The Knight of Swords, swift communication. What are they thinking towards Taurus, please? I'm getting that this person does not enjoy any kind of small talk, Taurus. They like to talk about the big things, the remarkable things, the more sort of deep thinking things. You've got the Seven of Wands that's come out in their headspace, and I am needing to clarify that. And the deck's behaving in a really strange way as well, Taurus. Really strange way. I'm feeling that your person's tired. You've got the Moon that's come out now as well. Person's tired of some kind of petty drama or dispute that's going on around them. Tell me about that Seven of Wands, please. Why is Seven of Wands? Thank you. Seven of Cups in reverse. The illusion is ending for this person, Taurus. The illusion is ending. It could well be that somebody lied to this person about something, and they had them believing something for a while, and now there is truth that they have found to whatever rumour this was, and they're wanting to discuss it with you, definitely wanting to speak to you about it, Taurus. It could be the kind of situation where somebody maybe lied to them specifically about you. And that could be the energy that we pulled right at the start of your read, where I said that this person, either you're going to learn something about them, or they are going to learn something about you. There's going to be quite a surprise. We've got a revelation here that's playing out in your person's energy, Taurus. They've been kept in the dark for a while with that Moon energy, and then all of a sudden, everything becomes clear. Never quite got to ask the question, why is the Moon here? The Three of Swords. Yeah, somebody was bullshitting, somebody was lying through their teeth to this person about you, Taurus. Of that I am certain. I am certain. And it was designed to basically either split you guys up or to stop you guys from ever coming together in a union. It's under their strength. There could be a Leo involved. Doesn't have to be. But that strength, courage, and a compromise. So your person, Taurus, knows that they cannot sit on their hands with this kind of information. They can't sit on it and do nothing with it. They're going to be speaking to you about this. How are they feeling towards Taurus, please? It's like someone else went out of their way, Taurus, to paint you one way to your person, deliberately. How are they feeling? Thank you. The Lovers. Yep. How are they feeling? Indeed, with the Two of Cups, the Seven of Swords, and the Emperor. There you go. Yep. This person loves you, Taurus. They really, really do. They love you very, very deeply. And they're saying deep down, I didn't believe they lies anyway. But I was really upset at hearing someone else speak about you in that way. But I knew deep down, Taurus, that you weren't like that. Like, it just didn't sit right with me at all. But you need to know that that person has been saying this, that, and the next about you. That's how that conversation's going to go. Tell them about the Seven of Swords. In their feelings, please. Towards Taurus. Thank you. The Fool that's come out off balance. Yeah. Taurus, your person is neither foolish nor gullible, right? But they played it in such a way that the person who is gossiping to them and lying to them, they felt really confident that your person was going to believe what they were saying about you. Like, they tried to take your person for being a fool. That's certainly a master manipulator. For certain. So it's like the third person has clearly seen you as some kind of threat in order for it to get to that stage of them bullshitting about you. They've analysed your person and thought, right, I'm just going to cause ructions here. I'm going to cause problems between Taurus and their person, or their potential person. I'm going to say this, that, and the next. And Taurus's person's going to, they're going to believe everything that I say. They're going to eat it all up. And that's not what's happened at all. So the master manipulator isn't actually that good at manipulating, because your person knows their own mind with that Emperor energy. It doesn't matter if they're feminine, masculine, or gender fluid. Your person knows their own mind, Taurus. They can see the truth for what it is. And they're sick of the BS. They're sick of the drama. And they're actually saying, Taurus, your person's saying that them having to deal with that other person, the bullshitter person, is exhausting. That's why the deck was acting really odd when I'm trying to handle it. It feels tired and lethargic and just fed up, completely fed up. What is Taurus's person hiding from Taurus, please? What is Taurus's person hiding from Taurus, please? Thank you. Two of Wands. They're making a decision in secret. If your person is involved in any way, shape or form with the bullshitter, they're taking steps to leave that situation. You've got the Devil. Your person's been hiding the fact that they've probably been drinking too much to try and cope with dealing with that person, with the Devil energy being here. They know it's not healthy. They know it's not good. And they know that they need to break free from that. This could be a twin flame situation, Taurus, where your person's still dealing with their karmic. It could be something like that. You've got strength that's come out again. They do feel like they're at the stage in their life where they can actually do something about this now, Taurus. They don't feel that Devil energy has got the kind of hold that they used to have over them. They do feel confident as well with that strength being there. But it's like quietly confident. Do you know what I mean? I do get the strong sense, Taurus, that you're dealing with someone who is incredibly private. Really, really private. Tell me about the Two of Wands and what it is they're hiding, please. Thank you. High Priestess. More secrets. They're still not saying that, they're not vocalizing their plans. So they could be under some kind of monitoring or surveillance, something like that, because they refuse to verbalize these plans of theirs. But they're going to find a way of speaking to you. And what they're going to do, Taurus, is your person's going to let you know just enough that they know exactly what's going on without saying it as directly as that. So it's like a normal conversation with you, but dropped in on the normal conversation are quite a few heavy hints that they know what's going on and that everything's going to be okay between you two and that they've got a plan. So this is more to do with what it is that they're not saying. If this is a face-to-face conversation, Taurus, which I highly suspect for a lot of you it will be, pay attention to their body language, because they'll be trying to deliberately draw your attention to something. They've probably written you an old-fashioned letter with pen and paper so that you can take it away and read it in private. Tell me about the Devil, please. Because everything else that they're using at the moment is under surveillance. Tell me about the Devil. Yes, the Tower has come out off balance. The Tower. In their hidden energy. Their dealings with the bullshitter is all being peeled down. That is categorically a secret plan that they haven't taken action on it yet, but it's in the works. They're leaving that situation for good. In the past, they had this strange idea that they didn't want to upset the apple cart, that they didn't want to, I don't know, they were just trying to avert any kind of disaster. But by them continuing to deal with the bullshitter, they inadvertently caused more problems. So they're pilling the whole thing down. What actions will they take towards Taurus, please? Actions will they take toward Taurus, please? Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's going to let me know, to be completely honest with you, Taurus. As I say, the deck for your energy, it's just responding in a really bizarre manner. And I've cleansed the entire area before I sat down to do your read, Taurus. You got the Page of Coins that's come out. That's a student. It's a student. Something small. So your person is not going to be able to offer you a grand gesture right from the get-go. Okay, Taurus? This is going to be building something slowly. Really taking your time with it. I'm going to clarify that one. What else for their actions towards Taurus, please? Wow, okay. So the Temperance has come out with such force that it made me drop the rest of the deck. Temperance, Sagittarius energy, timing, patience, balance, moderation also. Divine timing specifically. So their action... Some of you could be dealing with another earth sign. another Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. Because their actions are going to be very slow, deliberate, and hard-hitting. Very hard-hitting. For the bullshit person. The karmic or whatever. That third person. The one who's been telling them lies. It's going to be hard-hitting for them. What else for there? Thank you. Death. Scorpio energy. In this deck, it's a phoenix. It's a rebirth. It's a rebirth. There's a lot of determination behind this, Taurus. So you can be rest assured that this person is not going to change their mind. Once they've made up their mind, that they're not going to change it again. Tell us more about that Page of Coins, please, in their actions toward Taurus. Honestly, trying to read through this energy, it feels like I'm trying to pull teeth, because your person's being very, very quiet and elusive at the moment, Taurus. 4 of Coins in reverse with the Devil. Yeah, the Devil's come out twice now. So, I mean, you could well be dealing with a Capricorn, yeah, absolutely. But I'm also feeling that there's a lot of pushback with this energy, Taurus. Your person is dealing with a very difficult individual. They're dealing with a very aggressive individual who enjoys to... They just enjoy playing games with other people's lives. And the fact that they've tried to play games with your life is what's really triggered your person. And it's really triggered a negative response, yes, but a negative response towards the person who is causing the trouble. And I wouldn't like to be on the receiving end of that, because your person is very, very intelligent. They don't say a lot, but when they do speak, it has a lot of weight to it, because their energy is very, very serious at the moment. Perhaps they're not serious all of the time. You know, perhaps they're very easygoing usually. So if that's the case, Taurus, then you're going to be seeing a huge change to your person's character, because all of a sudden they're going to become really, really serious and very quiet, and you're just going to feel like, you will definitely intuitively feel that your person is plotting something, but they're not plotting anything against you. They're plotting something to free themselves from that third person. Because, as I keep saying, them dealing with that other person is causing more trouble than it's actually worth. Now, I don't know if that's currently a romantic relationship that they're in, and it's quite a dodgy situation, because that other person is quite aggressive. Or I don't know if this is like a friend or a frenemy of theirs or something like that. It could be a member of their family, but I'm not seeing many indications of it being that. So it's likely to be a romantic relationship, either current or very, very recent, or a nosy friend that is basically trying to stop them from having a romantic partner, because that friend is wanting them all for themselves instead. See how that works? Your person is not going to stay away from you though, Taurus. I'm seeing in their actions towards you, there's going to be like a moment of quiet. And you might wonder, like, well, okay, is that it? I mean, are we doing this thing or aren't we? Because at the moment it doesn't look like it. But the intent of your person very much is to pursue something with you. That is very much in their intent. But they've got this dark cloud that is surrounding them at the moment, and it's that other person. Literally is like a dark cloud. So what they're doing, Taurus, is they're trying to basically protect you from that other person's toxicity, with the Four of Coins coming out in reverse right next to the Devil. And they're saying, when the time is right, I am really going to go for this. And this is happening regardless of how long it takes. Okay. That is their actions towards you. And then at the bottom of the deck, the Five of Coins. So that's that quietness that I was picking up on. The Five of Coins. Is that uncertainty. Thank you, Delight. It's that uncertainty, which is soon going to be coming to a closure. Like, there will no longer be that uncertainty. If you remember what I said about your Seven of Cups that came out in reverse, that's illusions being shattered. The illusions are being shattered, and there is no more uncertainty. What else, please, for our Taurus collective? Wow. I know I messed up everything, and we need to let each other go with I can't stop thinking about you. So that's that back and forth, push and pull, the resistance. Taurus, your person is feeling that they might have messed up the connection with you, right? Your person cannot stop thinking about you. In case anyone's wondering, the kittens have got their own fountain. He just prefers to drink out of that one. I don't know why. And we need to let each other go. So that's your person making it crystal clear to the third person who is currently being the shit stirrer, or the karmic person. Look, karmic, you and me, we're done. We're done. We need to let each other go. Because I'm moving on, and I'm moving on with Taurus, whether you like it or not. Can I have a healing message, please, for Taurus and their person? Oh, don't bite it. No, no, no. No, 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 don't bite it. Have a healing message, please. I'm just going to take him off the table a second. Oh, bite my crystals. Okay, sorry about that interruption. I couldn't let him bite the jam tree. That was a very special gift from a lovely subscriber of ours who also happens to be a Taurus as well. And I'm trying to keep that tree in tip-top condition. Right, so your healing message is number 22, objectivity. Okay, so 2s is all about duality, balance, intuition, choices, partnerships. Okay, it says, if you're drowning, it's worth spending a moment checking which way is up. Objectivity is the ability to step back from our emotions in order to gain a clearer perspective. By moving away from subjectivity, we can see our own and others' behavior free of emotional distortion. You appear to be so involved in the emotional drama of your situation that you have lost sight of the broader picture. Are you feeling stuck or confused and finding yourself reacting to other people rather than choosing your own direction? What is needed is an overview of what's happening. If you only identify with your emotions, then you will lose perspective on your life, and you may become overwhelmed by your own or your partner's emotional reactions. Clarity comes from being in the place of the wise, objective observer. That part of us cannot be pilled or pushed, but merely sees. Imagine yourself stepping out of the drama of your life for a while. Come down off the stage and spend some time sitting in the audience, watching yourself and the other actors in the play, for wisdom lies in objectivity. What is the plot here? What are the intentions of the various characters? How do you feel about them and their behaviour? From this place of wisdom, would you like to change what your character says or does? So that's heavily hinting, Taurus, at there are other things going on behind the scenes that you definitely don't know about just yet. So yeah, that does tie in with that person being super, super quiet, doesn't it? And how it's like surface level, they don't seem to be moving at all. But behind the scenes, there's actually so much that's going on with them. Objectivity provides the space to see more clearly through our emotions, not only to the manipulations that could be happening, but also to the beautiful things that we might otherwise miss. It demands maturity, for being subject to our emotions is the place of either the child who lays the blame on others or the adolescent who cannot resist the thrill of the emotional roller coaster. While a subjective perspective could be, he doesn't love me, an objective perspective could be, he's scared of loving, I'm very needy of him. And then, I feel worthless might become, I'm scared of succeeding. How different they sound. Without objectivity, it's easy to feel like a victim, subject to experiences that seem beyond your control. But once you discover how to step back, you can start to recognize the unhealthy patterns that we weave into relationships and learn how they ultimately undermine you. Become the eagle circling high above the ground, whose vision stretches to the far horizons, yet takes in the smallest detail below. Observe your present situation within the context of the panorama of your life, and recognize that you are the only one with the potential to see your life as it really is. That's a lot to unpack there, Taurus. It really, really is. The message that I would take away from that one is the emotions might be really, really heightened around you at the moment, just in general. So be mindful of your own emotions and make sure that you're not making decisions coming from an emotional place, especially any sort of snap judgments or snap decisions and stuff like that. This is all about waiting for a clearer perspective and a clearer understanding of exactly what it is that's really going on behind the scenes. I mean, especially in the context of your read as well, Taurus, like somebody around you, like they're definitely being quiet and they're definitely being elusive, but avoid jumping to the wrong conclusion right now is what I'm pulling from that. Or it could be vice versa as well. Like this could be someone else who needs to make sure that they don't have an immediate emotional response to you being perhaps quiet and elusive, because they don't know what's going on behind closed doors for you and your situation. Because remember, the energy is interchangeable, so it could be flipped. Really interesting read nonetheless. But yeah, that is what I have for you, Taurus. I just really hope that it's been helpful to somebody it's up to you what you do with this read, okay? Tarot, it's not a scapegoat, it is not a crutch, it's a guide, and you're the one that's in charge of your destiny. If you feel that you could benefit from a personal reading that is catered more towards your own specific needs, then you can place your booking at phoenixkeiatarot.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a lovely week. Okay, bye.